My name is NeverChris, and this is my first look review for Nitrobike on the Nintendo Wii. Nitrobike actually contains a vaguely interesting backstory in that it was developed by Left Field Productions, the same people who created Excitebike 64 and the Nintendo 64. Excitebike 64 was moderately well received, but the plans to create a follow-up on the GameCube never came to fruition. Excitebike was later released on the Nintendo Wii, but Left Field Productions had nothing to do with this release. Well, regardless, here's the spiritual successor to Excitebike 64, now published by Ubisoft. It's pretty much the exact same thing, stripped of its license. Nitrobike is a straight-up arcade racer. Small jumps give you big air and it's hard to crash without flinging into something, as opposed to more realistic bike racers where even merely turning too hard is enough to put you over. Nitrobike features rubber band AI that'll keep you in the game and keep races tight. It isn't too bad though, as it helps you overcome the learning curve, while it definitely won't save you later on if you aren't racing well enough. Besides, this is an arcade racer. We're supposed to have thrilling races. Nitrobike features plenty of tracks and varying objectives. You have your standard racing, time attacks, elimination style matches, and more. Basically, your main objective is to always go real fast. Nitrobike features also a handful of varying characters and bikes, but unfortunately, there's no create a character mode to be found here. With a rating like 3.5 out of the official Nintendo magazine, you'd think this game would have to be really bad. Well, if the Nintendo Power editors truly are honest, I don't know what they're smoking. The graphics aren't great, but they're on par with the non-shovelware better looking games on the system. The controls and handling is tight and very well refined, so I can't see what anyone would have a problem with there. With a decent game length and even split-screen multiplayer and online mode, I truly can't see how anyone could ever consider this game to be anything less than at least average. But anyhow, this game is very fun to play. It's arcade racing that keeps you on the edge of your seat, and with so many of the top racing games these days keeping their vehicles married to the ground, it was refreshing to have so many jumps and big air moments. Nitrobike surely isn't perfect. The graphics are good, but they could be better. From all that I've played, each track is very visually similar. The ultimate experience sometimes feels a little shallow. The online mode feels a little gimped too, as usual compared to the capabilities on the other two next generation systems. But even with all of this, Nitrobike is definitely not a bad game. Nitrobike is no definitive purchase for everyone, but if you like your racing, enjoy big jumps, and don't want each and every little tap to the wall to spell out the end of your race, Nitrobike makes at least a good rental. Enthusiasts might even want to consider more. For my first look review, I give this game a 7 out of 10. And by the way, racing bikes is so much cooler than trucks.